Hello, I'm AgitatedCrane and apparently I have to record this because it just happened. So Maker's Chronicle, apparently, if you get close to it, you will trigger the cutscene and it will flow towards you. The problem is you have, of course, no idea where it is, so I'm going to show you in this video, which I will then attach to one of my other episodes. So, the Maker's Chronicle is the recorded history, lore, and culture of the beings known as Makers. The epic narrative carved in this stone captures the spirit of the Makers people. And to show you where it is, it's in this small, I guess, alcove, you would call it, in Baineswood. It's southwest out of the Nook. So yeah, I guess there you go. Alright, I am AgitatedCrane. We are in Darksiders 2 and I am finally finishing the Soul Arbiter Maze quotation marks dungeon. I initially started the recording on the floor 1 and I quickly, and by quickly I mean somewhere on the floor 6 or 7, realized that well, this dungeon is not very interesting and I don't really have much to talk about because, well, it's just combat and me keeping track of the directions. So anyway, yeah, it was very boring video, so instead I stopped the recording, finished the dungeon. By the way, I died a couple of times. A while back I switched to apocalyptic difficulty, so I think that's the reason why I died several times. Eventually the fights became very difficult. If you remember from previous video, if you ever watched it, I had angelic armor set and weapons because they were giving me passive health regeneration or fast healing as it is known. But yeah, eventually the enemies were just killing me. In this dungeon there was there are hidden secrets on each floor, and most of them are just random gear, it's just chests with randomized contents, so you can get gear, you can get potions, or you can even just get gold. Fortunately, there is also on one floor weapon. I think it was on like floor 4. For me, I don't know if it's randomized. It probably is. Otherwise, you could just look up where the important secret is and then ignore the rest. The weapons I will cover in a different video, or I guess I will stitch it together and we will cover it in a different part, but basically, and by cover I mean read the lore on the weapons, but basically the weapons have insane lifesteal, which helped me in this dungeon greatly, because you are still limited to 5 potions, right? And the potions, if you get hit a lot, you use them very quickly. So yeah, lifesteal on weapons helped, and even still, I was dying around the floor 9 or 8, something like that. So I decided, fuck it, I went outside of the dungeon. I went to Vulgrim. I respect. Not only do I respect the Vulgrim, but I also respect my character, and by respect I mean I changed my specialization. So yeah, I got rid of the Aegis spell, and instead I picked that dash spell, which supposedly heals you, but it doesn't heal you that much. So yeah, I also changed my equipment. I had in my inventory like a bunch of gear, so as you can see I look like a clown because almost all of the pieces are from different sets. I went for all the gear that had at least some strength on it. That was higher than my angelic gear, so that helped a lot as well. And that's about it. I'm not pausing the video and showing you exactly what I'm talking about because the game is an asshole, and if you are in the menu it sometimes crashes when you try to leave the menu. So yeah, I just talked about it, and now we will finish this dungeon. I think there is going to be a boss at the end. That is the side quest we have from the Chancellor, to go through the maze, find the asshole that is in charge and kill it. So let me just double check I'm in right. I'm going the right direction because otherwise I would just, I think I would die. Because I had to leave the dungeon, and because I had to, because I died several times. Oh, right. I'm not one-shotting this dungeon, so I wonder if that is going to make a difference. It doesn't make difference for me, to be honest. I probably lose a bunch of street credit because I'm not one-shotting it. The game, I don't think it has any achievements, and I don't think I have seen any instances in which it would track something like that aside from breakable objects. So I don't think you would get anything special if you one-shot the dungeon. So aside, as I mentioned, for bragging rights. So I guess if you are having trouble with it, just after each floor leave, go buy potions and try again, because otherwise, yeah. Find the Soul Arbiter, defeat the Soul Arbiter. Where is he?
1,000 years, the crown is lied. Its true owner cast aside. The kingdom ruled by hate and fear. You will regret coming here.
Wow. So we are dealing with another Green Lantern. Nice. Oh. Okay. Wow. What is going on with my controls? Nope. I have no idea what that is. Okay. I have a sneaking suspicion that each like 10th of his life he is going to summon waves from the actual maze, and if that is the case, I'm not a fan of it. But I did clear the maze, so hopefully I would be able to deal with whatever he throws at me. No archers. Ow. Fuck. Heal. Nope. Nope. As you can see, my lifesteal is working, and yeah, it looks like he's summoning the waves from the maze itself, but thankfully, well, no, I guess that's not fair. You see, the maze had, I think it had actually all the enemies from the game, aside from, I think, angels. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were no angels, but at the same time, I don't. Yeah, we did fight some angels. There was that angelic dungeon. So yeah, maybe he's just summoning undead enemies, which coincidentally were also like the easiest enemies in the beginning of this maze. Nope. Wow, I was pretty sure I dodged it. Heal. Wow, he's killing me. Reaper form, fuck it. And this enemy is an asshole, and he also cancelled my fucking Reaper form. No! No! What? What? Fuck. Well, at least they didn't throw me in the beginning of the maze.
Its true owner cast us.
So in that final phase, the asshole not only summons the enemy, but also keeps attacking you. Nope. I think I should... Nope, not to do that. I found a new appreciation for my hammer in this dungeon, because it deals massive damage. When you have unstoppable active, it can do up to 10,000 damage, which is enough to like not one shot, but like 2 to 3 shot stronger enemies. So that is great, and I think I will be using the hammer on him as well on this boss, because not like this though. Ow, I was far away. Come on. Yeah, see, I'm doing a lot of damage to him, which I think is helpful. Because the longer I engage him with just size, the more he can damage my ass with those strong attacks. Nope. Come on. And so on the final stage, I think I will focus on dodging and just doing like War of Attrition on that general. That's the name of the enemy with the shield, because otherwise I'm not sure. Okay. Ow. What is happening? Fuck off. Well, that's not good. Okay, if I can't hit him with the hammer, then my strategy is not working. Okay. So now I can actually do this, right? I'm offended that I'm still taking damage though. Ow. No! Stay away! Okay. Phew! Actually, a tough fight. Executioner hooks. So that's like a claw weapon. The executioner hooks are brutal weapons meant only to deliver a swift and savage end. According to records in the scriptorium, these weapons carried out the sentence for many prisoners who oppose the charred council. These hooks strike heavy blows that build upon each other to gouge horrific wounds. And the Crown of the Dead, which is probably a quest item. The Crown of the Dead previously adorned the brow of the deposed King Argul, who was also a very tough boss fight. The crown was, even on normal difficulty actually, the crown was enchanted to provide monetary riches in return for destruction. The crown is infamously responsible for inciting pernicious greed. I have no idea what pernicious is. I think that's the first time I see that word. Thus, placing it into the hands of the Chancellor would be a foolish mistake. Oh. Will we finally have an RPG choice in the game in like the last episode? Okay. Maybe it's just an item. Okay, so Soul Arbiter's mace is complete. Finally, let me check actually items. We don't have crowns, right? So it's oh, so it's like talisman. All right. For gold. This is, I'm sorry, but this is retarded. Like, you get this talisman in the end of the game, at which point you really don't need the gold for anything. Like, I would say I reset my character a couple of times, like changing the abilities. So that costed gold, even though it costs like very little. But when I did that, I also switched items, some of which I actually purchased, and I still have like 300,000 gold, or I guess guild. And I'm not seeing much use for extra gold found attribute on my gear. So yeah, I have no idea what they were thinking. Anyway, weapons. These weapons. And again, it has fast damage, but compared to my hammer, like, why would I use this? And you can't even enchant it to give it strength or critical hit. It only has that ability, so it almost looks like the stuff you get from the dungeon, aside from the side weapon that is a secret. The stuff you get from it is pointless. Anyway, I was upgrading Wonder Smash, if I remember correctly. I will continue to upgrade it because I need space in my inventory. And let's cover the weapons that I found, right? In the Black Throne, is it Black Throne? The Demon Lance. In Demon Lance there was, when I was searching for stone bites for the side quest, I discovered these Demon Flame renders, which is a nice weapon, and I actually used it for a while because Demon Fire is very strong. I probably won't be able to show it to you in action at this point, but I used it first couple of floors until I found Black Demise, because Demon Flame renders makes area of effects, I guess, explosions and burning damage, which spreads like to enemies, so it's very nice. And so the lore for them, they were forged in Blast Furnace by the Demon Lord Belial. We are encountering Belial, I think, a bunch, right? Or maybe it's just a bunch of demons are named, have their name started with B, and I'm just bad at remembering names. The Demon Flame renders flare with hellish heat and flame that causes enemies to explode into flames with every strike. And this is like huge. Like honestly, if I didn't rely on lifesteal on my main weapon, I would probably be using the flame. What the fuck? Demon Flame renders. Original meant to serve as a gift to secure favors from Lilith, the renders were stolen by one of Belial's many rivals, or so he claimed. Whatever the truth, the sides disappeared for an age, lost or secreted away. The merchant Ostegod claims that the sides are loose, seeking out a new and more worthy owner. Perhaps those weapons are possessed of a similar hubris to the demon lord who created them. So this is something interesting. It mentions Ostegod, which is the goat guy from in the game. Oh, this dungeon is complete. I'm so happy. What is inside here? What are you hiding in here? A chest. Man. Is it a good chest? Is it something of note? What is inside? Are you kidding me? Arcane critical damage and resistance. Fuck you. This is what I'm talking about. That there is like almost nothing of interest in the dungeon, which is I don't know. It seems very strange to me. But at the same time, it has like a couple of stone bites, so you have to run it, even if you don't care about the unique weapon and the side quest for the Chancellor. So yeah, this dungeon is complete. And I was talking about Ostegod, who is the goat guy, and why there is stuff written about him in the Demon Flame weapon description. I have a sneaking suspicion that some of the weapons are not placed in correct places. Like sometimes it feels like this weapon, for example, maybe should have been a reward from Ostegod for his side quest, and now I'm curious if I'm going to receive a different weapon from him, or if there is just not going to be a weapon. Also, this is how the Soul Arbiter mace interface looks. You can select the level. So yeah, you can continue from where you left off. It shows you secret, but I'm not sure if it shows you that you found it or not. Anyway, fuck all that. Let's go now to Vulgrim, because Vulgrim I completed... I have to actually physically leave this dungeon first, because it's a weird dungeon. I collected all the dead book pages for Vulgrim, so I should go see him. And once we do, we will receive the keys. Can I teleport already? Come on. Yes, I can. We will receive the keys for dead tombs, which are like a secret loot places. Inside these loot places there is actually going to be a couple of collectibles, namely one of the relics for the Goatman and one of the stones for the construct guy. Game, why are you limiting my item space? Critical damage. Critical damage. And that's Wonder Smash upgraded to the max. Fletcher's Hammer is upgraded to the max as well. And Mace Maximus is still upgradable, so let's do that. So yeah. So some of the collectible side quests are pain in the ass to complete. I have completed the Book of the Dead.
Yes, a chapter complete. Take the key, horseman. Fresh merchandise.
Now, can I... Yes. So I think... we have 2 bone keys... 4 bone keys, which is correct. And I don't think I can sell anything else to him. He doesn't want any of that shit. I could sell some sides, but I should probably keep them for upgrading weapons. Honestly, like, you don't need this money. He's one of the few merchants in the game, and he relies mostly on boatman's coins. And the other merchants usually sell you stuff that is weaker than what you find. If you complete side quests for them, they sell a little stronger weapons, but it's still, I would say, very, very weak. Oh my god, look at this. I have finally leveled up, which means not only that I have 1 skill point, I'm considering to take this Reaper Storm. Fuck it. Let's purchase it. Only so I have it and I can say that I unlocked all the abilities. So you can actually, if you don't max out some of your abilities, you can actually be like Jack of all abilities, Master of none. I think you can actually level up more, so you can end up completing the entire skill tree. You can also find additional skill points in hidden chests. I didn't bother to track them all down because fuck it. I found a couple of them and they're ranged from 1 skill point to I think 4 or 5. So yeah. Anyway, the main reason why we were waiting for level 22 is because it finally allows us to use more weapons, namely crowsides, which has lifesteal as well, health steal. It has less health steal, but it has Vrat steal. It doesn't have healing bonus and it doesn't have Blackheart ability, which I guess I haven't read Black Demise weapon description either, so here you go. Black Demise is a weapon with a long and bloody history amongst the demon lords. Some legends claim that the unnatural rites used to create the weapon have imbued it with a limited form of sentience. Bound with unholy blazing runes of power, Black Demise seizes the inner strength of every opponent and adds it to that of its wielder. So, Black Demise, what I was talking about, is a weapon found in Soul Arbiter's mace. You know what, I will try to use crowsides because it has slightly more damage. It has Vrat Steel, which I also use, and Blackheart ability, I'm not sure what it refers to. I think it refers to life steal, but I think it also has Vrat Steel as well, even though it doesn't mention it here, because I rely on unstoppable ability a lot. That's why I have it maxed it out. So yeah, but not only can we use crowsides, we can actually also use crow armor set, which is supposedly the best armor set for my specialization, because it has Vrat and strength, which are my, I guess, important stats. Not so much Vrat, but strength, yeah. And strength, it has actually a lot. So far I think it has the most strength I have seen on all the gear pieces aside from this one. But fuck it. I want to look complete. Fuck you for judging me and my fashion sense. Alright. And I'm not going to use Crown of the Dead, sorry, but I want to check. Oh, come on, guys, you didn't even have the decency to put like a crown on Dead's head. Here I am torn between Grim Talisman and Kin Talisman. Grim Talisman has Grim ability. We received this talisman actually very early in the game, and it helps with filling out your Grim Reaper form gouge bar, I guess. So you can use that Reaper form more often. But side damage I think is better, and considering we also have life steal there and Vrat steal, I think that is going to be more important. So yeah, that is complete, and now we are going to teleport to Lair of the Deposed King, because that is where first that tomb is. the way I understand these dead tombs, I think it's just a bunch of goodies hidden in it. So I don't think there is going to be much of the fighting. So we basically equipped our final gear for the end boss. I'm trying to remember if there is any more fighting to be done, and I'm coming up empty because I think I'm left with basically just collecting a little bit more stuff and then turning in the side quests. So yeah. Open up. Noise. And as you can see, there isn't really that much stuff there. I don't remember if the... See, gold in here and the nice chest. I see you can move these statues. I don't remember if there is... Do I have like a note? I remember there is a bunch of... Oh, nice, and they have a bunch of gear here as well. I remember there being collectibles in the demon land treasury, I guess you would call it. But I don't I think there was something in here, but yeah, I'm not seeing it. And I don't think I hear it either, so there is that.
I cannot.
Fuck.
Impossible.
Come on. Game, why you do this? So... Oh, they are hiding a weapon behind here. Look at that. Oh, it's actually not a weapon, it's a talisman. Demonheart talisman. This talisman is the heart of Demon Lord. Again, why is this in the Death realm and not Demon realm? One of Lilith's rivals who ran afoul of her fury. Now his once ambitious heart rewards whoever holds it by infusing common items with devouring spirits, increasing their value. What? What? I'm sorry, what? Game... Infusing common items with devouring spirits, increasing their value. Right? So... What does it mean? Let's keep upgrading our weapons, I guess. And we like... I guess let's do inferno damage. I don't really have any weapon with inferno damage. No, I do, but not this one, let's say. Yeah, I'm not going to use possessed weapons. Health on crit, critical damage. Let's do critical damage first. Piercing damage, even though I think this is, what do you call it, a mace weapon, even though the icon looks like an axe. And even Even though axe still would be like a slashing weapon, not piercing weapon, but fuck it, right? I feel like health on crit would be better than a little bit of inferno damage, so that's my reasoning for that. And again, I'm not going to use this weapon. So, oh, this is tough. Fuck it, strength. I feel like strength is better. And so damage wise and strength wise, it's actually not as good as the hammer that I currently use. Is there actually anything better than the hammer? Not at all. I remember I used Gorewood, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I used Gorewood for a very long time, even though it has lower damage, just because it had that strength bonus and knockback power. Actually, in Maker's World, in the Forge, I think there is a dummy, so I think I should go there when I have the time. I did equip the talisman that we found, because I want to check what it actually does. Oh! And for breaking all the breakables we get another chest. So nice.
I cannot. Impossible.
Fucking hell. Game. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. I fucked up. I fucked up. See, fuck. I used my possessed weapons on the mace, so now I don't have possessed item to feed items that I don't need to. Well. And skill points, nice. So I'm guessing that I will go to Vulgrim first. Or I guess let's check what they have in here as well. That's another 2 nice chests, so it's probably something cool. Executioner Sabatons, which have a bunch of strength.
I cannot.
Potions that we don't care about. Warlock Cowl, which actually looks very nice, but it's not useful for us.
I cannot. Impossible.
Harrowing Sights of Frost.
I cannot.
And
Impossible.
another side weapon, which has Inferno damage and Wrath on crit. Can we...
I cannot.
We cannot loot these items at all. So I wonder if these items will stay or if I fucked up completely. Also, let me just check the side sections here, just to make sure there are no stones, because I, in my infinite wisdom, did not make a note where they actually are. I know that there are some in the demon world, but yeah, not sure if there is one here. Okay, so this one is complete. Let's go to Vulgrim again, and I will buy, I think, 1, maybe even 2 possessed weapons from him. just so I can feed it stuff. Yeah, we are dealing way more damage. So now... I wonder if these items stay there. Even though it's they are trash items, I don't want to lose them. Okay. But Vulgrim. Maimon. Okay, finally. I think it dropped near me. Did it drop? Yeah, there it is. Not only did it drop, but it also, because I didn't have inventory, it dropped, and it also slided far away. Okay, so I have these possessed sides, so let's upgrade them with these side weapons, because fuck them. And let's take this possessed mace as well, so I have more items to upgrade. And now, just because I'm hoarder, let's go back to Lair of the Deposed King and let's loot, hopefully let's loot all the items that are left there. Even though I fear that they are gone. Yep. They cleaned up. No. But, well, I mean, what did we expect, right? And again, I don't think there was anything of interest for us there. So now, let's go to the Tree of Death, and we will teleport to... Let's go to the Angel World first. Because the Demon World is the one that has side missions, side mission collectibles in there. And the Maker World has... I think I remember correctly that it has training dummies in the Forge area, so once we have everything, we will go to the Forge and see if some of our weapons are doing better or worse. It's in here. So I want to teleport to Lost Light. And I want to go back. There it is. Open up. Is it me, or does the icon, not the icon, but like the face on the door looks like an artistic rendition of maybe the Goatman? I bet I have to destroy all the pottery in here. Well, I mean... Okay. I was worried that I have to jump further away to collect these. I bet if I destroy all the pottery, then I get something as... Yeah, more gold. Nice. Hoardseeker talisman. The demon merchant Vulgrim discovered the Hoardseeker within a long-forgotten tomb in the Dead Plains. The talisman he found had an inexplicable link with all of creation, able to unerringly draw uncommonly valuable treasures to its owner. Whenever the bearer of this talisman slays an enemy, there is a small chance that a powerful item will appear. Oh. That's actually noise, but again, I feel like it would have been noise in the beginning of the game. Arcane wraps, gold seeking items, and weak sides. That's a magical pottery. Look at it. Look at it gliding. And I think it is trying to merge. Look at it. Aside from that piece is like, fuck you. I'm not your friend.
Impossible. I cannot.
Alright, critical damage experience, and they tried to hide this item from me. Which I guess we will be looting a little bit later after we upgrade our possessed sites with what? With greens, right? That's probably items that are less likely to be used. Critical damage, right, why not? Great. Greens and whites. And blues eventually as well, but I mean, not right now. I feel like if we feed it white items first, it's going to free up the most space. It's going to give us more space for our bug, especially since I can't afford another possessed weapon now. Is that enough? Yeah, that should be enough. Loot it. So yeah, potions, I'm a little bit sad that we are discovering it now, because there were a couple of times in the game, and skill point. I guess all the tombs will have skill points, so that's nice. There were some times in the game when I was getting killed a lot, and I was actually having issues with health. Again, just double checking that I'm not missing collectibles. I'm not hearing them either, so I don't think there are any. Now what? Now let's go to the demons place. And get the goodie loot from there as well. And if I remember correctly, all the collectibles that we are missing, which is like one relic for the goatman and I think 2 or maybe 3 stones for the construct, are in the demon vault. I have no idea why that the demon vault is so special that it has a bunch of collectibles and other vaults don't have them. I have no idea. But I also think it is slightly bigger than the others. Like I was looking, it actually has like a map or something. And if I remember correctly, it's somewhere like there. I think. Crowfather. By the way, this armor set and weapons I'm using, I think they lore-wise, they are weapons and armor that were used by Crowfather. which is interesting in my opinion. Okay, I guess the game forgot to put a wall here because it looks like I can't go through. But if my memory serves me correctly, that's the way where the demon flame weapons were. And to access that area you have to go there, and there are pressure plates. So yeah. Here is our vault. Let's open it. Oh, okay, so it doesn't actually have higher, what do you call it? Not higher, bigger map, but it has this, which is one of the last power stones. It has this, which is my last relic, and it has this, which is the last power stone. So yeah, I have no idea why they hid a bunch of collectibles in here. Anyway, a weapon, Spear of Storms. This spear once belonged to a righteous warrior angel, and it has stuck many blows in pursuit of unequivocal justice. The spear crackles with storm-wrought power and unleashes clouds of lightning that rake surrounding enemies with their cascading energy. That sounds great, actually. Let's destroy the pots, because we now know that that will release more loot for us. They are hiding pots in here as well. And probably some pots up there. Yeah. Here we go. That spear sounds interesting. Oh, abyssal plate. The abyssal plate is a portion of the Four Horsemen ultimate war gear. The rider wearing this chest armor is prepared for any challenge. Few dare to face a horseman clad in his abyssal armor, for it is ritually prepared towards the destruction of all enemies. The armor improves every aspect of its wearability in battle, and when combined with other pieces, the set produces even more powerful effects. Game, I just equipped the crow gear. Now, abyssal plate I'm pretty sure is like, not abyssal armor, not specifically plate. I'm pretty sure abyssal armor is like the end gear for all Darksiders. In Darksiders 1 you get abyssal gear when you complete everything in the game, like all the side collectibles and stuff like that. And in Darksider 3, so far it looks like armor no, actually I did find some armor in the Crucible that increased your stats, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the abyssal armor there is going to be endgame as well. Oh, but it's only one piece. So then, do all of you have the other pieces? This is the obligatory skill point. And in here...
I cannot.
I wonder, would there be an abyssal weapon as well? That seems strange, right? Abyssal size.
Impossible. I cannot. Impossible. I cannot.
Okay, I'm a little bit concerned. Okay, this is an issue. Where is the rest of abyssal armor? Ooh, experience. That's something to consider
Impossible.
if you want to get more experience. Sorry. So where do we have it? Abyssal plate. Yeah, it has higher strength. Nice. But then where do I get the rest of them? Oh, this is fucked up. It increases critical chance as well, and it lowers arcane, but arcane is not my stat anyway. So yeah, abyssal plate. And I forgot to actually feed my weapons. Right. And I also wanted to look at this. Still lower damage. No crit chance. No strength. This is not good. Actually not this. We will start feeding this weapon. Hey. Because once we feed everything to it, we can then feed it to the side weapon, which should give us more inventory space in the long run. So, damn, I want to... Huh. Huh. I'm thinking there are 4 dead tombs, right? And there are 4 gear pieces per armor. So did I miss something in the dead tomb and angel tomb? In both of them? That doesn't seem realistic. And I'm pretty sure I had... Yeah, I had enough inventory, so it's not like it's one of these gears that disappeared. Okay, so let's... You know what, let's go to... To where? To... Where? Well, first of all, Ostegot is here, so let's talk with him and return all the... what do you call it? Relics to him. I have found your relics.
Return. Things went well, I take it. No good deed goes unrewarded. Please, please.
And I should be able to sell them to him as well if he didn't take them off me already. Which rewards us like a bunch of attributes as well as some gold. And skill points. So that is nice. Okay, so side quests give us abyssal armor as well. The abyssal gauntlets are a portion of the Four Horsemen. Yeah, blah, blah. We have read this already. It's basically the same spiel, just with gauntlets. And so it has more strength, more defense, and more critical chance. So it is a thing of beauty. So I guess I didn't miss anything in other places. So that is good to know. Back to the Tree of Death. And the only place left is the Maker World. Sorry, I'm scratching down stuff that I completed just to make sure I don't forget about stuff. Actually, I have more stuff in the Maker World, so let's go to Dead Kingdom, because I have a bunch of side quests completed there, and by bunch I mean 2 exactly. Alright, here we are. And we should go to the Eternal Throne. That's when the Chancellor and the guy that gave me the hunt was. Hello, my friend?
The Pale Rider.
I have
In
killed
the flesh.
all the bloodless beasts. Now, bloodless beasts, you only have to wear the amulet to find them, to be able to see them. The fights themselves are nothing interesting. You can find online where they are. I will be putting a link to the guide that I used that has all the collectibles listed. So that's something you should consider checking out. The only bloodless fight that was a little bit annoying was in the fjord, because the beast was at the second floor of a ruined castle, and you had to you had to climb the castle and then fight it, and the beast has knockback, so it can actually eat you from the second floor, and you would fall and have to climb back up. And I actually had the fight bug out for me, so the beast reset, and at the same time did not. So I had 2 beasts, one that I already damaged and one completely fresh one. And when I killed the one that was already damaged, the quest did not complete. So I had to kill it 2 times, which was annoying, but at the end of the day, it wasn't so bad.
Are no more.
Oh, the dead king will not be pleased. And that pleases me.
Raven, I could free you from your torment.
No. I will embrace this living dream for now, and dream of vengeance. I will have the dead king's head, or his crown. Here, you have earned this.
Oh,
Here, you have earned this.
so only experience? Give me a second, I think my cat is trying to leave the room and I have it closed. So, give me a second. Now, I wonder if I will remember to edit this thing out, or or I will keep it in with like the...
May you feast upon the blood of your enemies.
I'm a little bit disappointed that he didn't give us an item or something like that. Also, I should be now talking a little bit more quietly, because it's like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning and everyone is sleeping. So yeah. And we killed the Soul Arbiter in the maze for the Chancellor. Oh. Oh. Well, I don't have any other options, so fuck
I
it.
have the crown.
I knew I could count on you. Now, hand it over, and the reward is yours.
No, I think this crown will be of more use to me than to you.
But, your reward?
Unless you wish to take it by force. I thought not.
Really? Alright. Alright. So...
What
but then...
is it now?
But then...
Do take care where you step.
But then... I don't have that many quests left to give me the damn abyssal armor. What gives? Game. I feel like... Okay, so now we are going back to the Forge world, where the last tomb is. Even if there is an item there, I don't think... Which I don't think there will be. I'm still... Yeah, I think I will have to look up where the other two pieces are, so I can find it. Man, I thought I had the game almost completed. It should be somewhere here. Yeah, so here is the Lost Temple, and I think, yeah, there it is. Man, I hope the other two pieces are not in like stupid to reach places in the dungeon somewhere, because that would suck. That would suck so much. Where are the destructibles in this place?
I cannot.
Fuck. Sure. Sure, game. Sure. Sacrifice. Does not matter. Critical chance, for example. Ooh, more possessed weapons. There is this chest, which is not...
Impossible.
Game! Why you do this to me? Like... Why do you have limited inventory space? Like who... Like I don't want to be like which idiot designed it, but at the same time, come on, which idiot designed it to have like limited space in the inventory? Well, at least we have a bunch of possessed weapons now to to sacrifice weapons for. So
I
sorry.
cannot.
I bet if you are a normal person, you are going crazy saying stuff like, why are you doing this? Like, this is stupid. And yeah, I agree, it is very stupid. That flame... Yes, my cat? I opened you the door. You want it opened. Skill point, probably.
Impossible.
Hey. Sure. Sure, game. Have it your way. And a lot of stuff
I
here.
cannot. Impossible.
Okay, I am beginning to have questions. Because...
I cannot.
Alright. Does not matter.
Impossible. I cannot. Impossible.
Okay. I expected more stuff to be here. Ah, they are hiding it behind this flame, as I expected. Blade Master Talisman. Of this amulet's creation and history, only rumors and legends exist. Many claim that the amulet once belonged to the enigmatic warrior known as Wicked Key Killington, Esquire. What is certainly true is the talisman's power of Blade Master, as the amulet came to be known, possesses the knowledge and skills of a peerless warrior, a champion of 1,000 duels. The amulet can impart some of this knowledge of war to its wielder. Nice. So is that the only reference to the Killington that we get here? And is that all in this dungeon? There are no destructibles for me to destruct? There are no secrets for me to unveil? Huh. I'm sorry, I'm like thinking what could be done here, because I feel like I'm missing some secret in here. And the only thing I can see is the burning flame in one of them, but not the others. Maybe something with the yeah. That's the first time I noticed that you can actually drag draggables like this. I thought that you can take the flame and then put it in the braziers on the wall, which is apparently not the case. And I don't have... Yeah, I'm not a war. I don't have that crossblade thingy to like spread the fire. I'm a little bit annoyed, not going to lie. I feel like we are missing something. No destructibles here either. Another empty brazier. I think I'm wasting time at this point. Yeah. I guess if I'm not seeing anything, there isn't anything. So now we have completed all the dead tombs. Let's go to feed and waiting. I call him construct, but I don't think he is actually construct. I think he is something like a golem or something like that. He is somewhere in the fjord. There he is. Yeah, I don't think he is a construct.
I never thought this possible, but I have had my fill of stones. Take this final reward as gratitude. Blackroot is full.
Hey, finally.
These are for you.
Where did you find these?
So, the stones... The way the stones work is... you can give him the combination of any 3 stones, and different combinations have different effects. I know that if you give him 3 power stones, you will get strength increase, which is what I'm going for. Because I think strength is like most important. So I will max out my strength. Now if you give him 3 mystic stones, if you give him 3 mystic stones, you get arcane, which is caster stat. If you give him 3 of those, I think you get something like a resistance. Well, let's try it. Resistance, yeah. I'm not sure what resistance is. If you get 2 and 1, I think that is going to be health. No, it's going to be wrath. And if you do 2 of those and 1 of those, you get arcane critical damage. So I guess wrath is the most beneficial to us. But honestly, like, nothing really matters at this point. Okay, and that's completed. And we receive guillotine, which honestly, for all the trouble that this quest gave me, like going through all the stone locations and trying to find them, this better be like the best weapon in the game. Legend states that guillotine was forged by the makers, a masterwork weapon used in many bloody wars. The craftsmanship of this blade unerringly guides the wielder attacks to strike blows of exquisite carnage. It has critical damage, and it has Fate special ability, which who knows what it does, but it doesn't have health steal. I guess let's risk it, right? I like that it has maker's design. I also like that it... I guess in combination with my abyssal armor, the criticals are like insane. Yeah. I think at this point there shouldn't be any enemy that poses too much challenge to us. I did find what do you call it? The Maker's Chronicle, so I should go to the forge to see the shaman lady. I think her name is Moira. Moira. I think it's Moira. So there should be quest progression there. I think it's just to check with her and then continue with the deconstruct in the fjord again.
There are new talismans for you to browse.
Okay, not what I wanted at all. So I guess I should go see... Right. I should go see Oran, which is the construct that I was referring to. Also a bunch of skill points. Let's upgrade this. And fuck it, this. And then... Rad generation... I think Rad generation is the most important thing for us, because other abilities use Rad. I also, before we leave, I want to check if we actually have a training dummy here. Yeah, we do. So, I initially wanted to train here and see what weapon combinations are best. I actually still want to, because I didn't want to do it for sides, but for secondary weapon. And I wanted to check if my Fletcher's Crowhammer is better than Gorewood Maul. Because Gorewood Maul uses 100% strength bonus. But at the same time, like it's 10th level versus 20th level. Okay, so let's try this. So around 2k. Sometime even 5k. 5k on crit. Did I remove? Fuck, okay. And if we try to use Gorewood Maul. Yeah. It's worse. It is significantly worse. Oh well. To Oran then. Which is a shame, because Gorewood Maul Hammer uses... it has knockback ability, which is very useful ability, in my opinion. A lot of enemies in this game do not stagger when you hit them, which I would say is problematic. It makes sense, because that is not as strong as war, but it's a little bit annoying that you can be like slashing an enemy and they just ignore you and then hit you and stagger you instead. So, still floating, I see. I have the Maker's
Here
Chronicle.
is your history, Orin.
The Chronicle. At last. It is though the very souls of the Makers remain close to us through this tablet. You understand, I'm sure. Death. You are not so cold as you would have us all believe.
Well, keep that to yourself, old one.
That's all? I was pretty sure that quest is going to
The
continue.
will of the remaining Makers must be rekindled. The will to fight for surrounding destruction.
You also have the merchant icon. Why
Will of
why
the
don't
remaining
you
Makers must be
merchant me?
rekindled.
Okay,
The
fine.
will to fight for surrounding destruction.
So I guess that is that. I'm still missing 2 abyssal armor pieces and I have no idea where to get them. Quests wise, only the main quest remains. So yeah, I guess I will be stopping the recording here. I will check online where the last 2 pieces are and then we will return. I will try to find them and I will then probably stitch the videos together. So yeah. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you were entertained. Consider subscribing to my site. My plan is to play through a lot of games, both new, old and maybe even ancient. I would also like to start writing a blog regularly about movies, TV shows, books, comic books and hell, whatever else comes to my mind, I guess. Since I'm trying to be a writer and game developer as well, I will try to post some of my short stories or updates about games that I'm currently working on. But don't worry, if you subscribe, I won't spam you with all of that. I will be sending out an update when I start a new playthrough with mention which game was finished before, so you will know which game just got finished and can be binged without waiting for the next episode, and you will know which game I am playing currently and if it will interest you. And I guess I will occasionally throw in a blog post that I'm very passionate about and really want you to read. This is mostly about some news that really concerns me. So yeah, subscribe. I've been AgitatedCrane and goodbye.